Hello there again, everybody. Boyd here with you. Well, I got something really cool to show you guys today. This is a 1/18th scale diecast from Greenlight Hollywood of the 1974 Falcon XB Interceptor that was seen in the first Mad Max movie. It was Max Rockatansky's first car that you see him chasing down the Knight Rider character in the film. I bought this off of eBay. These are originally were only available in Australia, and they were really hard to get. They were expensive, and then the shipping was even more expensive on top of that. But they are available here in the U.S. now. I bought this off of eBay from a user named 6877 Mercedes, and he does a little bit of modifying on it. He does a lighting setup on this using a 9-volt battery, so the police lights on the top of the car and the headlights and the taillights light up, and that's really cool. And shout out to him for the good work he did on that. When I got the car here, I noticed it had a few things that I wanted to add a little bit more detail to it, so I'll talk about that. The first thing that I did was I lowered the front end down a little bit. The car sits up kind of high, right out of the box, about maybe 3/16 of an inch too high. So I got in, took the front suspension apart, and I chopped a couple of coils out of the front springs. It actually has real metal springs in the front end, and brought the front end down. Then you can see that I did a little bit of weathering on it using some artist chalk. Out of the box it comes pristine, like you can see on the box art here. And in the film it's kind of dusty and dirty looking, so I did that up on the body and a little bit on the tires and stuff. Up on the front here I painted in the hood scoop detail because they just come yellow and it just look kind of plain. And I guess the big thing I did here was at the back. You can see the tailpipes on the original model. They just are these really thin, kind of straight pieces that come out, and on the film car it had sort of these flared exhaust tips, and so I got some brass tubing and I flared out the ends of them and I glued them over top of the original tailpipes, and they look just like they do in the film now, so that little modification worked out really nice. But it's a really cool model. It's just about exactly like it was in the film. There was a resin kit available from this. I'm not sure who made it. It wasn't very good quality. It was kind of small, 1/24 scale. The body on it was pretty good, but then, getting all the markings and the decals separate for it was going to be hard to get to. But I'm really happy that they came out with this diecast. I've also gone ahead and ordered the black Interceptor from Greenlight in the same scale from the same eBay user, because he went ahead and did lighting on that too, lit up the headlights and the blue light on the interior, and I'll show you that one in an upcoming video here when that one comes in. Another thing that the guy did was put a nice little antenna on the trunk there, which is accurate to the car in the film. So yeah, this is just a really, really cool car, and these were, really popular cars in Australia. They're kind of an Australian version of a Torino, and they came with a 351 Cleveland. This is the non-supercharged version. Max's Black Interceptor was a supercharged version. And they're just iconic cars. On the side here, just like it does in the film, it says M. Rockatansky, the Dark One. And he had that little kind of call sign on the side of his car there. It's something you notice in a little bit later on in the film, but just a really, really cool diecast, and it's really well done. The interior is really sweet. The only thing that opens on the model are the doors, but the interior is, is really detailed. It's the exact same colors that are on the movie car. They've even got the radio up on the inside of the roof like it had. So it's just really cool. It's too bad the hood and the trunk don't open, but, it's kind of a curbside car. But the wheels, the tires, everything else looks really awesome on this. So I thought I'd share that with you guys. This is just really, really cool. Again, I'm really glad to have it in my collection. I'm a big Mad Max fan. And I think the Holden Monero that the Knight Rider drove is available too right now, only in Australia. And it's pretty expensive. A couple of people have done, video reviews on that on YouTube, and there's a couple little inaccuracies on it, but hopefully when that becomes available here in the U.S., if it does, I'll grab one of those too. That's a really cool looking car. But we'll finish this up and put it on the old turntable and spin it around for you guys a couple times. And then in a couple weeks when I get the other car here, I'll show you both of the cars together. So I hope you enjoyed this. Just a really cool car from the classic Mad Max film.
I am the Knight Rider. I'm a fuel-injected suicide machine. I'm a rocker. I'm a roller. I'm a controller. I'm the Knight Rider, baby. I'm a and watch the kid lay down a rubber road, ride to freedom!